oh, I'm gonna get big on YouTube, I'm gonna get cancelled, I'm gonna do an apology video, and then I'm going to start a makeup empire. Hi, I feel like it's been a hot minute since I filmed anything, and the reason for that is that since my second dose, I've basically been having a permanent headache, which feels like it's going to be going nowhere anytime soon. So in that case, I thought that I might as well film something since I miss it and ease my way in with something a bit different and a bit more chill. I thought we'd just do a little catch up on how the last 6 months have gone on this channel, and a combination of kind of some of my own reflections and using some prompts that you've sent to me in my Q&A, which I haven't actually filmed yet for 40,000 subscribers, probably going to do sometime soon. So yeah, I just thought that I'd get over my ego in trying to meticulously plan these very well thought through videos and just do something a bit more chill, which is this. So yeah, as always, timestamps will be down below for the questions, but yeah, let's get started. So basically, I started this channel almost 6 months ago now, which sounds crazy because it honestly feels like yesterday. And the decision to start was a snap decision, but I'd kind of contemplated and thought about YouTube for a long time before that, although I thought that I was convinced that I would never ever start a channel and that it wasn't right for me, just because I think I'm a private person who is quite shy. So yes, the way that I started it was I just picked up my phone and put it in front of me, filmed a video, and learned to edit on that first video, which is still up on my channel. And you know, a lot of mistakes were made there. And here we are 6 months later. My life has honestly completely changed. And yeah, I just, I think I'm going to use the questions because I don't know what to say. So yeah, let's go to the questions. So the first one is, what surprised you the most about starting YouTube? I think the thing that surprised me the most was how quickly I got used to it and desensitized to what being a YouTuber is. So that's not to say that it was easy, it was just a lot easier than I thought it would be. So for example, when I was first publishing and filming my videos, I think maybe for the first 20 or 30 I was crying almost every single time because I was so nervous and so scared and so worried that you know, the videos that I would do would be pointless and people would hate them, and everyone would just get angry and furious at me, which is a completely irrational kind of way to approach a platform. And I was so scared to film vlogs or do personal videos or just do things that I thought would be non-valuable. And I thought it was just because I had such a huge ego in thinking that, oh, I need to be super valuable. And I think that's not necessarily the case. And with this video now, I think I'm trying to kind of make YouTube not such a heavy lift and a difficult thing to do, but just kind of be okay with uploading chill content and just reflections and thoughts, and if anyone wants to watch, they can watch, kind of vibe. So I think I'm being a bit more desensitized to things now and finding that it is acceptable for people to just sit down and talk about things, and maybe that's entertaining for some people, because I definitely find it very entertaining when some other people do it, if that makes sense. The second question is, where do you see your YouTube journey going? I don't think I had a master plan in the sense of, oh, I'm going to get big on YouTube, I'm going to get cancelled, I'm going to do an apology video, and then I'm going to start a makeup empire. I don't think that's the thought that I had. In the beginning, it was very not thought out, so I'll do 2 videos a week for the next 4 years, and then I'll see where it takes me, kind of vibes. And I think it's very similar right now. I still am so shocked and grateful that I even have 100 subscribers, and I genuinely never thought that I would be in the position that I am in right now. And it's already changed my life so much in terms of people that I've talked to, in terms of finances, in terms of how entertaining it can be for me, and the connections and communications and doors that it's opened up basically that I would have never otherwise had. So I do think that it's already changed my life so much that if I just continue doing what I'm doing, even having more of what I just have right now, or having what I have right now for, you know, the next 6 months, for example, would be so life-changing already. So I don't think that I have a master plan for it in any way. I don't know if that's a good answer. The next one is, oh, this is How do you find the motivation to keep going? This is a really good question because so many people ask me this, both in terms of YouTube and in terms of medicine and in terms of life in general. And the thing is, I don't think I believe in motivation. I don't like it because, for example, right now, I have a maybe 6 out of 10 headache, and it's kind of been fluctuated higher and lower than that for the last 2 weeks. So I've had no motivation at all. All I wanted to do is just lie in bed, and that's mostly what I've done this whole time, apart from when I had to go to hospital or had to go to work. But I think that for me, I think that I've done things despite not having motivation in those times. And for me, motivation has very often come from a negative place. So I was motivated to work so much because I had to make my rent, or I had to have money for the things that I needed. So it didn't often come from a positive place. And so I think that I don't rely on it that much, and I don't see it as a very positive thing in general. But having said that, I'm a very easily excitable and passionate person. So I do get very easily excited. And I think that excitement lasts for a very short time. So for like a day, for example, or a few hours. But in that time, I can often get a lot done. So I think I follow my excitement and passion rather than following my motivation. So to answer the question of where I find my motivation, I don't think I have any, to be honest. And I definitely don't depend on it. The next question is, can you do more personal videos, makeup videos, etc.? I don't know if this is a joke aiming at my jugular about the makeup videos, because honestly, this is the same makeup look I've had in every single video and the only makeup look I can do. But yeah, sure thing. I mean, I guess maybe I will come up with a makeup empire. I'm joking. But yes, I do think I want to do more personal and calm videos and chatty videos like this. So maybe, yeah, why not? Let's do a makeup video at some point. The next one is on how has YouTube changed your life? Well, it's added another full-time job to my life, which definitely has changed it. But I think it's something creative that I get to do, and I think I'm just scratching the surface with that, because for now I've limited myself so much in terms of what I think is acceptable to put out there. And because I do spend so much time and try to kind of micro analyze and edit every single video that I do, I think that I could lean more into that, into more creative ways, and also kind of showing a bit more of my personality. Like, for example, the kind of YouTube videos that I like to watch are reaction videos and calm videos too. They're not just like, oh, this is how you are productive. So I think making a combination of both would be kind of my dream, and I think that YouTube will definitely change my life a bit more in that way when that happens. And something else that has changed has definitely been getting recognized. And I just want to say my channel is absolutely tiny. So this doesn't happen on the streets. Like, I won't see and be like, oh, Elizabeth. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But the medical community is a lot smaller. So there's been a few cases in hospital or at university where people have just, asked me, oh, hi, do you have a YouTube channel? And it's really awkward because I just say, yeah. And I don't know where that conversation goes. So that's kind of changed my life a bit. It's just I think an awkward situation for me, or maybe I'm just a very awkward person. But yeah, I think in terms of I think those are the main things that I get to be creative, and definitely finances and getting recognized very few times. Next question is, would you become a full-time YouTuber? Define full-time YouTuber, because if we define it in terms of working hours, so at 2 videos a week, it does take me around 30 or more than 30 hours a week, so it's almost a full-time job. But if you mean a full-time YouTuber as in I do nothing else, then absolutely not. I don't think I could do a single thing in my life, and this is nothing personal against YouTube, but even when it comes to medicine, I knew that I was going to be a full-time doctor, but I also wanted to do something on the side, which is why I was pursuing art. And I think it's the same thing with YouTube. So I don't think I would do full-time YouTube. I don't think it's enough. I love medicine, so I don't think I would leave medicine for YouTube. I hope to find a balance to be able to maintain both. The next thing is advice on growing a small YouTube channel. I think there's a lot to be said about this, and I think the main thing is just patience, because it can take a long time and it can be super stressful to kind of not have the results that you want in the beginning. And although there is a lot of advice that I could give although there's advice that you can give in terms of you know, the algorithm and consistency and thumbnails and titles, and I think all of these, there's so many YouTube videos out there that explain them so well, so I would definitely watch those and do your research. But I think the one thing that I've realized recently is just how much your personality plays into it. And I think that this is something that I wish I would have known earlier or appreciated earlier, is that you should probably show more of yourself on YouTube as a person. And that doesn't mean that you need to show your personal life, but show how you think and how you speak and how you make jokes and who you are. Because I think that the thing is, if you want to do it well, you will have to do it for a long time. And if you want to do it for a long time, it has to be enjoyable. So being yourself is the only way that you will find that enjoyable. And because YouTube is such a huge platform, there's definitely people out there who will like you for the way that you are and resonate with what you're saying. So I don't think there's a point in trying to do things the way that other people are doing them, or trying to kind of change yourself or show yourself in a different light. Even though it might work in the short term, I think in the long term it's not a good strategy, because you won't be able to keep it up, or it won't seem genuine. So I think leaning into your quirks is the best thing that you can do, both in terms of making YouTube fun for yourself and in terms of finding your crowd and the people who like you and resonate with you. Having said that, leaning into your quirks is quite scary, because you will get negative things said about them. But the thing is, people will say negative things no matter what. Even in like the least controversial topics out there, I find that there's so many negative comments and dislikes, and that's fine. Like, it's honestly, it's fine. It's just part and parcel of being on the platform. So I think kind of knowing in advance that that's going to happen and treating it not too seriously, which is a mistake that I definitely still make, would be my main advice for growing a small YouTube channel. This is in terms of like the emotions of it. When it comes to the practicalities, watch YouTube videos. There's so much out there already on how to grow a small channel and how to be successful on YouTube. So yeah. Oh, now I see all these questions that are actually quite good for the Q&A. So I thought I should have probably done this as a Q&A, but oh, never mind. Let's let it be. So I think I'm going to end this video here. I know it's quite a short one, but yeah, I think it's just a easy way for me to kind of come back to the platform and the channel. So yeah, thank you so much for your questions, especially if you did make it so far. Honestly, thanks for spending this time with me. And yeah, I genuinely hope that my headache starts to ease sometime soon, so I can start going back to my normal life and my normal filming schedule. But until then, thank you so much. But until then, thank you so much for spending this time with me, especially if you made it so far. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Be kind to yourself and others, and don't believe everything you think. Thanks. Bye.